Okay, we should be recording, yeah? Hello, and welcome back everyone. Today I'm Kevin from Kevin. My mouth is still fucked up. Fuck. I still have a cut in my mouth. It hurts like heck, yeah. So I'm not gonna be talking that much or that clearly this time. So I got this, which is an FD 270 to 210mm, and this 50mm f1.4, which I'm gonna go CLA today, yeah. So someone brought this guy in. Let me go put this guy away first, yeah. So put this cap on it, and my light is blinking. Okay, let's see. Let's put this cap back on. He only sent me one cap, yeah, which is not a very good thing. So let's push this guy back into place. Okay, now let's put the cap on. Let's put this thing over here. So for the that was on the lens, that's this thing. So this, which is the 50mm f1.4, has some haze and I believe etching. I'm not sure though, yeah. So yeah, let me go try and clean this guy up. I'm sure there's fungi in the aperture unit front, yeah, but not, I mean, what you call this thing? I'm pretty sure there's some fungi on the front of the aperture, I mean inside the aperture bit here, yeah, but I'm not sure what's in the back. So let's see. First, let me go show you actually how to like open up the aperture, yeah. If you get an FD lens, you'll probably get it like this, which is in a state where it has a closed up aperture, yeah, or like half closed like this. So my mouth hurts, man. So what you want to do if you have something like this, yeah, is you want to actually go and take a screwdriver or two, yeah, like this. Press this guy, like the small tip pinny right here, yeah, pin thingy, and this thing also right here, yeah. And then you want to go and twist these guys with this thing, so like that, yeah. And it should be moving. If it doesn't, then try to push these things. Not good. Let's see. Push this and push this. Now let's twist. Heck. One. Push you and push you. And then we push this. This might not be working that well. Let me go find something else. That did work just now, yeah, so let me go find another tool. Fucking hell. Let's get rid of these guys now. Rid of these, yeah. There you go. Then now you can like pull this guy over here, and then you have full ring to the aperture, yeah. See? Now this thing, I can see that the apertures are quite clean. Only the optics need to have cleaning done, yeah. So this thing came with this guy. Let me go fix this light, yeah. Wait. Okay. Came with this guy, the filter on the front, which is a NASA 1A filter, 52mm, and this Canon front cap, 52mm also. So today I'm filming with the Pentax 110 18mm lens. Hopefully everything's clear, yeah, because I've not used this lens in quite a while. Let's focus again. Okay, it's pretty clear, yeah. Usually I use the 16mm Zenitar, yeah, but today I'm using this guy. I actually put down a bit on like a, what you call this thing? On a, what the heck do you call that thing, yeah? 7 Artisans 7.5mm f 3.5, but I'm not sure why the heck, but the person didn't like come back to me essentially, so I'll wanna find something else to replace that. First I'm gonna go find something to actually torque this guy, yeah. I'm pretty sure that the Leica M cap will work, but I need to find my Leica M cap. Let me go find it first, yeah. So again. This N42 might work. This thing has quite a protruding front element, yeah, so it's not gonna work that easily with just random stuff. Now you want the rubber. Let me go put the rubber on there, yeah. So take my tweezers. Maybe I'll take the lens cap, yeah, the rear one. So this. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like, just put this thing over here. At least you want it to be like flat, so you can actually put these guys without worrying about the rubber slipping and falling on the lens itself. It's actually okay if the rubbers just like touch the lens like this, yeah, but then it's not good if you like put them and they just slide down, stuff like that, yeah, that'll waste your time. So let me go put, I remember I had like 12 rubbers, but I only have like 4 left, which is quite odd, yeah. It's like someone took them and threw them in the bin. Yeah, how the heck is everything gone? Oh, I think I vacuumed my table, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that those things went in the vacuum, which is not a very good thing, yeah. And I'm not gonna open my vacuum over here, because like, why the heck, so... I mean, it's opening, which is a good thing. And this thing's quite noisy, yeah, rattly, so let's open this guy up. Okay, I printed this thing. Let's keep the remainder right here, yeah, because if you don't keep those things, then I'll have nothing left in the end. Now let's continue. Fucking hell, man, this ring's hurting my hand. And why is this thing not coming out? Not sure, yeah, but it is making a cap, which is probably the best thing. So let's try using the rubber again and this thing, because it hurts my hand into that one. Let's put this thing up here again. And I find that using these things, yeah, you can actually get more grip by putting them on the parts that I have, like writing. So I suggest you doing that better than putting them over here, yeah. So this. The last torque. The key to not having them fall out is just like keep them pinned down and then they like stay, yeah. These things are not. These things are turning, yeah, but they're not coming out, which is quite odd, yeah. So I'm not sure why, but I think that I have to like pry this thing off. Thing is, prying this something like this off, yeah, it's not a very good thing to do, because yeah, it feels like something you should pry out, yeah, but so let's just try the back first, yeah. The back seems like it's quite easy. Let's go sit back down. Shit, man. Okay. So I think this is not that easy actually. Let me try searching online and I'll come back if I can, yeah. Thank you. Okay, and so my hunch or suspicion was correct, yeah. So I used this guy to slide under the the thing right here, yeah, the cap, and now it's off. At least half off. I'll have to probably pry my way out to the end. Oh fuck, there you go. So it has these like clips over here, yeah. Fuck the clips, man. Let's push these things away. So I actually didn't need these things, yeah. No wonder this thing turns so easily. It's like the newer Helios 44s. So then let's see. This now you have these things that hold the filter ring in. The filter ring has like one of these openings over here, yeah, which indicate that this thing's the top bit, probably for like a hood or something like that. Yeah. Has like a small dimple inside here, yeah? Like a small tip, which lines up with the fuck my mouth, man. Hurts like heck. Okay, so it lines up with the red line, which then lines up with the red circle right here. Yeah? So now let's see. Let's take this screwdriver and let's open this thing up. This thing seems like it's either pristine or easy to open. And judging by the glue, it looks like it's pristine, so it's never been opened before. What these things do? Nothing? Okay, so that's... Okay, yeah. Let's take this thing out. Now you have this, which is essentially the helicoid, and this thing right here. I believe this thing should just pop out, but I'm not sure. Let me go take my small screwdriver, yeah, because it's not here. It's in the front room. Okay, yeah, so I got this guy. Now let's try and... It's not going up. Okay. I'm not sure how this actually works yet, but I think... There you go. That's the rear, yeah? What the fuck is this, man? It's like rubber glue, rubber cement. And then you have this front group. This front group, let me go show you, yeah? It's quite disgusting. So... Zoom in. That's infinity, man, what the heck? See? Disgusting shit, man. So let's focus back down to the lens level and let's focus over here. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure if this thing is a group or like some cemented group, so let's see. This, and this. It just pops in here, so let's try and pop this ring out with my nail as if it's gonna help. Yeah, so let's use this guy. This thing doesn't help that much. I'm not gonna use a cutter because using a cutter will actually, like, if the cutter snaps, yeah, this thing behind the camera right here, yeah, is a 4K 27-inch monitor, which I'm not gonna destroy for this, yeah. So I think we're supposed to turn it this way. Oh no, okay. So let's do it the safer way by using one of these screwdrivers and try and do this and like pry this thing up. Fuck. Okay, let's try and push this into there, yeah. Fuck me, man. Okay, so this should just pop out, which is not doing. Wait. So there's one and one. Two of these guys. So I believe you're supposed to pry this guy out. See? This guy looks quite oily. Let's see if this thing is oily. I'm not sure yet, but let's see if this guy will actually come out right now. Yeah? So Let's try the suction cup. This NFD is like really new to me, man. Cause usually I open stuff from like the 60s and not like the 80s. There you go. That's the element in the back. So this should actually go in here, yeah. This, then this, then this. Then I have another element over here, yeah. And this should be the single front element. Okay, well, let me go search for the like optical diagram, yeah, because I'm not sure there's only one. Canon FDN. This is an FDN, yeah. D mil F1.4 optical diagram. Let's see. 3 optics in one group. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. So let's take the tissue, yeah, because this thing is fell apart on the table, which is not what I usually do, yeah. Usually I put them on the tissue like this. Usually I use a 16mm, yeah, so you might not be used to me like putting stuff over here, but I guarantee the table's like over here and not over here. So it won't just fall off the table. Now let me go. What should I do now? Let me go turn off the fan because it's noisy, and I'm gonna go try to take a drink so I can actually drink, and I'm gonna come back. So let me go turn off the fan. If your mouth has a cut, you're gonna be using one of these, yeah. So you can actually drink. Okay, I'm done drinking, and let's these are for in case I can't remove the grease, the fungi immediately. And this now has to be somewhat cast there and there, so I can't open this, but okay, that's fair enough. Let me try and wipe the optic here. Get some of this. Okay. Then let's use the back. Though I know these FDs like to fog up, which is like exactly what this thing is doing here. And so, man, that's not bad. That's pretty clean. Okay. So now if that thing can clean up that easily, let me just use a real tissue and wipe these guys. So I'm gonna throw this thing on the floor. I'm gonna go clean this guy then. This thing actually went apart quite easily, man. It's like Helios 44 level easiness, not sure. Actually not that easy, but it's quite easy. So then let's wipe this. This thing, let me see, I think it has some etching here, but I can't guarantee that. Has some dust, nothing else. Problem with this optic is that it's quite like bent over essentially, so every single time you try to touch it, it just gets your fingerprint on it. I might want to invest in some gloves here, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to use like surgical gloves every time I fix something. This. Let's wipe this guy. And let's wipe this guy. This thing ended up pretty clean, but I think it does have some separation in the middle of this group, which is not the best. Let me see if my theory is correct. Yeah, so let's see. This might not be separation, yeah, it might just be excess like cleaning fluid. So let me just try and use this bit. Yeah, let's cut this side off. Use this bit. I'm pretty sure there's etching, but not sure how much. There's quite some etching on this optic, yeah. Actually, it doesn't seem like etching, man. It's like body oil or some grease. So let me go try and throw this tissue away, and let's use another tissue to finalize the cleanup. Yeah, so okay, looking quite clean. This seems like it does have a chance of coming out quite good. So I'm gonna go wipe the stuff that I haven't wiped off. I'm pretty sure there's some etching on that, yeah, but I'm not sure how much. Then let's clean this guy up. For this, you also want to clean the outside, yeah, so you can actually see how clean the inside is before you actually put the stuff together, yeah. So let's see. It looks quite clean, yeah. Why is this thing so hard to get clean? It's possible, but it's hard. Okay, so being possible, being hard means that I'm gonna have to use this method, yeah. Which is I'm gonna use this guy, the Q-tip, to like push the tissue on the sides. Now let's see. Blow, blow, blow. For some reason my tissue seems oily, which is quite odd, yeah. That's on the inside. Sure, tissue. Let me go try using a new tissue, yeah. I think it's this kit, man. The old kit used to like not leave anything behind, but this new one suddenly seems like it's fucking around with me. So let's try. Go and try, yeah. Let's see. Seems better, yeah, but still not perfect. So let's try and fold this thing over. Let's do this. Seems pretty uniform though, yeah. I might need to use soap on this guy. Then you cut the video. I can actually clean this thing fully because this thing has some grease, I think, on it from this. You can see there's some greases over here. Yeah? So I think some greases migrate into there, and I'm gonna go wash this guy. Hopefully it'll come out clean. Okay, fucking hell, that's hard. So I'm back. My mouth still hurts, so I'm not gonna be that clear, yeah? But this thing was hell to clean. I'm gonna go show you, yeah. So in the end, there was some etching in the glass. This is not dust yet, this is like etching. Etching is like where you have fungi that then eats into the glass. Let's focus down. See? Still etching dots, like you usually see on yashicas here. So there you go. Then fuck my mouth. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the rear group, yeah, essentially. So let's see. This will go here. And now I think you're supposed to like open these side ones, cause side bolts, I mean side screws, cause the FD mount has bearings, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, and the bearings are in the mount, like the springy things themselves, yeah. So that's why I think you're supposed to open the side. Let's see. Steel cup, yeah. Clear enough. Okay. This thing is smooth, or is it? It's quite smooth. Okay, nice. I'm also gonna have to like study this mount so that I can like one day start adapting EOS mount to like, I mean FT to EOS, yeah, because there's like a ton of demand for FT to EOS for some reason, yeah. Fuck you. Okay. Try you then. What the heck? Try this thing then. Oh fuck. try this guy. This is like some GIS thingy, but it's not in that good of a condition, yeah. Alright, let's just shut that mount. Let's see if this actually makes a difference here. So fucking hell. Okay, seems like I've hit a stone in my way. This thing doesn't want to come out. Shit. I'm gonna find a way to like open this guy, and I'm gonna now try to like open the aperture up maybe. If you don't have access to the back, you're not supposed to open this guy thing, because if you do, you can't realign the pin, which is this guy thing. So yeah, let me go find a way to open the back and let me come back later. Okay, I've fashioned this new little tool right here, yeah, to slide onto this guy, and let's see how well this works. I opened this guy like one of these screws already, yeah, so I'm pretty sure it does work. So let's try open this loosen screw up. I think we should like mark this guy, yeah. So red goes on red. So red goes on like this metal shiny thing right here, yeah, inside the mount. Let me go show you if I can, yeah. So this thing aligns with this guy, small niblet right here, yeah, and this thing goes in with the line. I mean the red dot. The line's over here. So yeah, then let's back down and focus back down. Okay. Now I think one is out, yeah. Okay. Two left to go. Not moving. Try this guy. Let's move this thing a bit up. There we go. I'm scared of stripping this guy, man, because if I strip it, then I have like zero chance of opening it up. Shit. My eyes are like purple, man. Oh. Let's get a bigger piece of rubber, yeah? Now this should work. Let's see. Not budging. I mean, this thing should like move slightly, yeah, because this one screws out, but fucking hell, man, this thing's still rock solid. Let's do this. I'm not sure this will help yet, but yeah, I have to find a way to like modify my screwdriver. Maybe this guy can work, yeah. Let's see. This is probably a bit too big because this thing's like the size of the larger screwdriver, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, this thing obviously won't fit. The only small screwdriver I have is this thing, so if this thing breaks, I'm pretty much dead, yeah. And so let's try hammering it with the like vibrating thingy that I made. There you go. Large, oversized vibrator essentially. So let's go push this guy in. So let me go do this until the screws loosen up, yeah, and I'll come back later. Okay, hello, we're back. So I today have managed to do this, yeah. So this is the mounting screws for the FD lens, F1.4, and I'm back now. So I've sold this guy, and now I'm gonna have to find a way to essentially fix this guy up, yeah, because in the process of doing that, I fucked up the aperture 70 right here, yeah. So now you have like, not this, but this. So, let's go. Put my phones away first. Now you can see, yeah, this thing's in the open essentially your position, so you can pull this guy up. This guy has like this small tab right here, yeah, which then aligns with this red tab over here, which then also aligns with this like thing right here. So let me take this mounting thing off, yeah. It's like, it looks disgusting as fuck, but there you go. This is the rear, yeah. That's the front, that's the back. So then I think you can like pull this guy out. There you go. Looks disgusting, this thing, yeah. And now you have this thing. So I dropped the bearings into here just now, so let me go clean this thing up. Such a mess, man. I think I have like one of these new demo magnets. So yeah, this thing's from the Pixel 2 video, where you can like fix the camera by sticking this guy on there. So let's suck these things up. So this is the aperture mechanism, I suppose, yeah. Not sure, but might be. So in this, what you can do is you can clean the front bit, then you can clean the back. The back you can take off with either one of these things or a rubber ring. What am I gonna choose? Let me put these things away. Take one tissue. I think I'm gonna be choosing the rubber. Use this guy, yeah. Fuck. It's not coming out. This thing's really seized, man. Okay, there you go. It's not that seized then, but I mean the lens overall is quite seized. Fuck you. I think there's some glue on this thing, man. That's why I didn't come out that easily in the first like torque. Then you can pull this small guy out. I'm pretty sure there's like a ton of bearings left inside of there, yeah? So I'm gonna have to be careful. There are a ton on the helicoid, which is not very good. So you have this guy, then you have this rubber ring, and then you have like the other optic. Okay, optics are out. Now you should hope that the fog is not on this optic, because then it can't be clean, because that is a cemented group. And I think it is on this optic, yeah, so I'll try wiping that thing later, but let's not get our hopes up that fast, yeah. So now let us take my magnet and essentially guide this guy into the helicoid to take out all of these dang bearings, because I dropped quite a lot of them in there. To what I read, from what I read, yeah, these things have like 100 bearings in here, which is not very encouraging, yeah. So let's see. So here we go. So a ton of them left, man. Holy shit. The problem with the bearings in there is like they clog up the focusing helicoid, and that means your focus can sometimes like hitch on like one of these bearings, so that's not a good thing, yeah. Fuck this FD mechanism, man. And whoever the heck designed it. So let me just pull this thing out. Yeah, okay. Came out then. Let's see. Doesn't seem like there are any more, yeah, but see, they can always hide in places that you can't see. I mean, I think this thing's like the last job I'm gonna take off an FD lens, man, because like fuck the lens system, fuck the lens, fuck the job. What the heck, man? This is like Yashica DX in like a more compact, fuckable package. I'm pretty sure there's still some more. Might be this. Let's see. This and this. Something's still wobbling around there. Not sure what to. So in an FD to EOS conversion, you wanna have this guy move this guy. Fucking hell, man. Okay, so let's see, you have this guy which is got a ton of stuff, and you also want to clean this guy. Okay. The first I want to... Oh fuck my fingers, man. Shit. Okay, I fucked my finger up. This seems like it is not gonna work that easily, but okay, so let's see, this guy goes here, yeah. This thing, I'm not sure it can actually come out, yeah, so you're probably off luck for this guy, but let me just wipe it from here, yeah. So let's see how dirty this thing is. See, quite foggy, hazy and stuff like that, yeah, so let's go, let's try wiping it. No kit this time, because kit seems like it leaves marks, yeah. I mean like stains on the optic, so I'm not gonna use it. I think this thing's on highlight mode, man, so let me just try and... How the fuck do you do this? Okay, so plus this guy, plus like 2, I think, yeah. Okay, then ISO 100. Sounds okay to me, yeah. ISO 100, 150 shutter speed. This front thing has some fungi, and I'm hoping that it's not separation yet, but it seems like it is. So this lens owner is pretty much fucked because you're gonna have like haze in your lens. I'm not gonna re-glue optics because I do not have Canon balsam, and I'm not ready to like boil this guy, yeah. Okay, as you can see, this is pretty much the same as when it came out. So, fuck my fingers, man. Still hurt. Let's now focus a bit closer. And let me go show you. It still has this haze, yeah. Even after wiping it, because yeah, man. Separation. So, and this guy also has like an FD. What you call this thing? 70 mil I mean 70 to 10 mil f4. So, fuck my hands, man. I'm gonna die soon. So let's put this like this. Then let me try and clean this optic out. So, how did this come out, man? Wait, I forgot. I think, yeah, it's supposed to go like this. Okay, so let's. Okay, somebody's commenting on my like Facebook Marketplace listing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pick this optic up without smearing it with my oil, like finger oil. Okay. This optic's pretty clean, man. It's only got like one hair of fungi on it, so could be worse. Oh, this thing's one of those sticky coating ones, so you have like this squeaking noise where it squeaks. And this type of coating likes to stick on fingerprints. Seems pretty much okay. Let's blow this guy off. Quite clean. Pretty much pristine, I'd say, yeah. So let's chop this guy back in. Okay, next let us put this magnet away. You don't want the magnet like fucking things up, so I'm gonna push this guy into here. It's like gasket thingy, yeah. Make sure it sits inside so it doesn't get fucked up when you like screw the rear optic back in, yeah. And now you wanna use this thing, and then you wanna wipe the optic, the rear one. So this thing's also one of those sticky coatings. The thing to note with this like sticky coating type is that you don't want to put your finger on it, because once you put your finger on it, it's like fucking hell, like remove your oil. So now I'm wiping the outside, yeah. Because only by wiping the outside can I judge the inside's cleanness. So yeah, I'm gonna wipe the outside first. Once the outside's clean, you can judge the inside. I'm sorry for doing this off camera, but this is pretty much the best view you're gonna see, because I'm gonna have to put this thing up against the light. and the light is not the camera. Yeah. It's got some etching, but other than that, pretty clean. So close this. Now let us screw this optic back down into the lens body itself. And after this I'm gonna have to fix the aperture because I fucked it up, and after that we should be done. So I'm quite happy with that, yeah. Not a shit result for the first time opening up an FD lens. And I do think that this thing needs to be set something before maybe. No, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like tighten this thing down fully. So then once you've done that, you wanna this is what I mean by fucked up. Like you can see the bearings everywhere. And so the reason why you see bearings everywhere is that I haven't put the bearings back in the outside bottom ring thingy. Yeah? So that's why, and I'm gonna show you how to put them back in after this. If I can actually do that, yeah, because yeah, fuck my life, man. Bearings are bullshit. Like why the heck if you put bearings in your lens, man? Such a dumb idea. Like pretty much everybody else has like a ring on grease on a ring. Simple. And this is like not simple, man. This is like absolute fucking bullshit. So you can see this, these are like the pins you have to push, yeah, before you can actually make this guy turn. And this is fucking greasy, man. Like why do you not wanna, I mean I can understand, yeah, if you have like the Konica 40mm f1.8 type lens where you do not have grease in the lens. But this thing has grease everywhere, man. And like the point of having bearings is to not have grease. And so why are you defeating the point of your own like doing, man? That's like dumb shit. It's another fucking bearing. What the hell? I'm gonna have to make sure there's nothing at all in here, yeah? So I don't miss anything and that nothing gets stuck. So this can turn freely. This thing has no bearing, yeah. You can see by the like the noise, and this has the bearing. See, it's way smoother, yeah. I mean I know it's smooth, but like why the fuck, man? Like you could probably be better off using some slider thingy instead of like this bullshit bearing solution. So now this I'm gonna put back together again, yeah. So let's first put the aperture back together again before I actually put the mount back in. For the aperture, I think you're supposed to like drop this guy into this like cradle thingy, yeah. So yes, no. Let's push the grabbing arm thingy into there. Then let's, oh, it's not supposed to be in this cradle thingy, man. It's supposed to be like, I'm not sure. What the fuck, man? I'm not sure. I think it's supposed to grab this thing. That's over there, so it's like it's supposed to grab. What's this guy supposed to grab then? Let's see. This. Why is this thing not coming in there? Like, it's not on the red. This thing's supposed to go here. So let's see, this thing will still spin. But I think it's this thing that's bothering this. This will spin anywhere. This I think is bothering it, or this. or this. What the fuck is this from, man? I think this is supposed to go in there, but the red's over here, man. So let's push this thing, then oh, that thing goes into there. There you go, see? So when once you push that thing into there, it doesn't like. Okay, I see. There you go, nice. So once you've done this, I think you're supposed to like check if this thing has any like mounting bits for the aperture, which it pretty surely does not. So maybe you want this guy to go in the aperture, but it doesn't work, man. You're supposed to use this guy. Fucking hell. This guy's solid. Then you have this guy that spins. The problem is this guy spins and I forgot where the heck this thing came from, which is like quite dumb, yeah. Oh shit, my screwdriver. Ah, fuck. Oh, this thing now turns, okay, so this thing turns, yeah, but only a bit. And it turns with the, what the fuck does it turn with? Aperturing maybe? Okay, let's try pointing this thing at F1.4. And now let us push this thing back in again. So, I think you're supposed to do this, then you're supposed to do this, then you can now push this thing over here, yeah? Now it all falls in, and this thing is still not doing shit. Okay, but let's see. I think I might have to like learn on the fly with this thing, man. So let's see, yeah. This now will spin in any direction I put this thing in. So it might be that I need to like assemble the aperture unit first before I actually put this thing back in together. Yeah? So let's take a cup right here. Yeah? Put this guy over here, and then I'm gonna reassemble this guy, the bearing on this, before I actually put everything back in. Let me go drink first because my mouth still hurts like heck, yeah. It's impossible to like cure your mouth in one day, so yeah. Still got that metal straw. And this is like one of the other reasons you should not work while you're sick. I'm not sick, yeah, but I mean I'm hurting, and that's why I'm working like this. So it's not that effective to work like this. You're better off like taking a day or two off and coming back once you're healthier, essentially. So let's take this guy. Then take this guy. Oh fuck. No. God. Part of the problem is this guy, I think, yeah. So I'm planning on buying a Wera screwdriver, a German screwdriver, yeah, Wera. Those things are a bit costly. This I got for free with the Mavic Mini from DJI, but wearers are quite a bit more expensive than free, so that's like one of the considerations you have to do. But this thing hurts like fuck, man, especially when you're opening these like slippery. What the fuck? I can't even open this thing. Okay, so, and if I do get a wearer, I'm gonna have to do like I'm gonna have to like buy two of them to have one converted to JS like this guy, because this thing doesn't work that good on Philips. So you're only good for like JS, I'd say. And for like other lenses, you're supposed to use a Philips. Go now. You're supposed to push one of these like silver rings into here, yeah? And look at how many bearings there are, man. It's more than my bike. So let's push this guy in. There we go. That's, I think, to make sure that the bearings don't like fall into the lens body, which would be shit, yeah. So let's see, this is held in by what? Nothing. It's held in by a spring. So if you can hold this thing like down, you can then stop the spring from like fucking you up. Yeah, supposed to hold it down. Okay, so let's hold it down while I put the bearings back in one by one. Let me just check first which of these tweezers are not magnetic, because you're better off with a non-magnetic tweezer for these things, because it's hard to like take them off. I have quite a few tweezers, but I think most of them are like magnetic. So let's see. This guy's magnetic. This guy is also. All of them are magnetic. I mean like ferrous, but let's see. This thing's slightly magnetic. This thing not at all, but this thing, I mean it has some magnetic, yeah. So it's pretty much same as that guy. This thing's quite magnetic, yeah. So it grabs onto everything. That's why I'm not gonna use this guy. So it's off. This thing, I'm not sure. Yeah, this thing's pretty okay. And this guy, I think, is not. See? So these two are the best. This thing does not clamp in and only clamps out like this. So I'm not gonna be using this guy. I'm gonna be using this guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to like hold this thing down while I use this thing, and I'm also gonna use one of these plastic things, yeah, to like spudge. Like this thing is a plastic card thing, yeah. So just push this, like the what you call these things, like the bearings. They do not like fall into place because they have actually some grease on them, yeah. So they're gonna sometimes stack like 2 on 1. So you're gonna have to push them down with some plastic tool. Let me go start, yeah. To start, you can actually use a magnetic one. It's a bit better actually, but in the like ending bits, you do not want to use magnetic one. See, if it's not causing me problems, man. Let me just do it one by one. It might seem boring, yeah, for you guys, but yeah. So lesson learned: do not open up an FD lens, like aperture thingy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to like hold it like this all the time. And this, I'm not sure these balls are not gonna fall out. Let's see. Stick one of them. I mean, the good thing about working on this cup is that if they do fall out, you can actually catch them into the cup, yeah. But it's not like, yeah, it's not gonna fall out as long as you have like the ring thing on there. Okay, nice. So imagine how long it's gonna take, man. Let me bump this guy up to ISO 200, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it looks quite dark for you guys. So here you go. This is boring shit, man. I think I'm gonna cut the video, man, because like, who the fuck wants to like watch me put in a billion bulbs into an aperture unit. And I'm doing this for less than, I don't know, less than I usually do, man. 150,000 rupiah, which is like $10, I'd say. Fucking hell. Dang it. So yeah, lesson learned: if you do not want to live a hard life, do not be a camera repairman, man. I mean, you can repair Helioses for your whole life, yeah, and I wouldn't complain, man. I could like take 200 of them per day, no complaints. But fuck FD, man. FD lenses are like hell. This thing's like a grease globe, which means that it's held in by grease. You wanna push the globe in, then push this rear bit. See? If it's even slightly magnetic, that happens. So you really don't want to use something magnetic for this. This is like pretty much as one by one as you can do it, man. So yeah, fucking hell. And it's not like these things are clean, man. They're like quite dirty, but they still do roll quite nicely. So yeah, there you go. This thing's slipping. Fuck. If you do slip your finger, yeah, this thing's my finger that's holding it in. If you do slip this finger, everything's gonna be like redone. So you're gonna have bearings fall everywhere and stuff like that. That's not good, so you're gonna essentially be fucked. And that's not a good thing to have happen, yeah. So I do not want to do that, but it might happen. It's my first FD lens. I'm not sure if I just want to send the 70 to 210mm back, yeah, but I'm not happy with doing this. Like, this thing still has fog in it because fuck Canon's optical glue, yeah. And the FD bearings are fucking my hands up because like holding a thing in non-stop for a long time is not that easy. Oh fuck. Oh shit, I think I just let go. Okay, see. This is what I mean by like when you let go, everything falls out and now you have to redo everything again. Or can I save this thing? Let's see. Oh no, I dropped them over there. Okay, so see? Fuck this thing. Let's take a bigger like cup essentially. Yeah. Okay, I found a bigger cup. This is not like a cup, man. It's like half a... I don't know what it's called, man. It's like some Tupperware thing here. Only we lost the lid, so that's what you have left. Gotta make sure there's nothing here. Okay, And let's pull everything back into this other cup. An easier way I think would be to like decouple the spring first, yeah, but that'll actually work, man. So decouple the spring, then after I decouple the spring, you have this thing free floating, which means that I can actually put all the bearings in, and then I can like screw it down and then recouple the spring. Let's try that. So it's decouple the spring. Okay, yeah. Now this thing doesn't want to jump up, which means that I can just put the bearings one by one into like the thing in here. So let's get this guy. This is like the easy bit, I think, yeah, but thing is, even if you don't use your brain, you're using your fucking hands, man. And this is like, for the rates people charge to fix FD lenses, I'd say you're better off going with someone else maybe, because I do not want to do this, man. I mean, I like fixing lenses, yeah, like Takumars. Those things are nice to fix. They behave. The fungi goes off easily. They might still have some haze, yeah, but not this level of haze. And like not this crazy shit in here, yeah. Like this bearing fountain. I'd be okay with some kind of like a fountain of youth, but not fountain of bearings. That'd be shit, man. How do you delete some magnetism? I think fire maybe, yeah. Like people say, if you burn something, it'll lose magnetism. Let's try that. So it's quite hot. Let's see if this has worked. Works pretty well, but it still has some magnetism, so it didn't really do that much. Now I have one bearing that either fell into here or it fell somewhere in here. Nothing's here, so it must be inside of this cup or it's gone. Not sure. You can run something without like around 80% of the bearings. I mean without like 20% of the bearings. So you only have 80% left. You can actually do that, but at that point, especially with how many bearings there are in here, yeah, fuck the system. Who the heck designed this, man? And if you're actually watching from Facebook and like thinking about like why the fuck is this guy swearing at like a lens that obviously was paid to be fixed essentially, but and like why the heck I'm declining kit lenses, you know why? Because most of the time, yeah, people actually bring me shit like this, and not this, I mean this is okay to fix, but something like this. Let me show you. It's scratched up, heavy focus, fungi scratched up, this thing doesn't open. And the price of the lens costs like less than, I don't know, $20 maybe, yeah. So the CLA at that point becomes not very economical essentially. Like if you want to sell your own lens, you can like CLA it yourself, but not like when you want to flip lenses, you're not gonna like fix that lens. Or if you want to use a lens only for using it, like for a hobby, you're not gonna wanna spend an amount on CLA a lens that costs like that much. I mean that costs the same amount as like the CLA. And that's what I mean by like sometimes repairs can be just not economical and not really gonna, they're not really gonna make sense. But sometimes they do, and most of the time they do. So I'm still gonna be doing this until I find a better job essentially. I think that bearing's coming out from like the side. Oh fucking hell, it's like a bearing train. What the heck? Okay. I'm gonna have to like suck this bearing train out and then like push this guy back in. What the heck, man? That's shit. Such a shit thing. So for now to like basically avoid the holes, so that you can actually not have to repeat everything again. Okay. Okay. I know for a fact that there'll be like space in here, yeah? Even if I don't lose any of these things, because the bottom ring has some space like this guy right here, and some stuff over here is also like got some gaps, yeah? So I'm not expecting this thing to be perfectly full, and I expect that to be a normal thing and not something I've caused, because though I can see nothing has actually fallen on the floor. So yeah, should be okay. So let's continue again, yeah. I like what I said, yeah. Things that bearings can actually function with about 80% of the bearings left. So even if I do lose some, it shouldn't be a problem, unless you actually like fuck it up or something like that. A bigger problem is dust, and dust is like somewhere here and here also. So there's actually a lot of dust in here for some reason. Even because, I mean, even if I haven't like put this thing in some blizzard or something like that, because yeah, old stuff attracts dust. The grease sucks the dust in, and I mean the grease doesn't suck it in, yeah. Your focusing motion does. So when you focus, the lens goes back and forth in the lens body, and the thing that does is that it just like makes the air go in and out like a pump essentially, yeah? And what that does is that it pulls air in and pushes air out, and air brings in dust. So yeah, there you go. That should be the end of my problems. If I can actually put everything back without dropping this thing. Push this here. Okay. Oh fuck, I think I just pushed that thing. Oh, I haven't. Okay, nice. So let's push this a little bit here. Go. Oh shit, it's still got a spring. Okay, so let us slowly push this guy here and then push this guy. Oh fuck. I think I just pushed the pin. Still looks to be okay, just oh fuck. Fucking hell. It does seem okay, but a little bit fucked up. So push this, then push this here. Thing is, you wanna also like push this before that side, which is hard to do, yeah. Okay. And then now you wanna like nice. Then now you wanna screw this guy in, yeah. So push this thing over here. Where's the screws for this guy? I think this thing, yeah. They don't seem like it. I think it's this cup. Let's try and push this thing in. Okay. I think I'm near done. Let's see. So this thing is sort of a bit higher than that section for some reason, yeah. Seems like the bearings have not settled in, so let's try and make this guy chop down. Why the heck are you not chopping down? There must be a reason, so let's try loosening this thing up. I'm pretty sure it's the bearings, but I'm not here to speculate yet, so let's try taking one of these things out first. And then let's see what actually is happening. So it's seems normal enough for me, yeah? So not sure why I didn't want to go in at first, but let's see. So this goes in. I mean, everything's just work, yeah. It shouldn't like teeter about like this. So yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the problem. It's like a bit higher up than the other side, yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to like essentially push this guy in. Stick this guy in, okay. Then you wanna like screw into the hole over here, yeah. Cause I'm sure this thing will not go in, see. So this is the problem. I'm gonna just take one screw and push this guy into here, yeah. Then fuck you. Once I finish doing this, yeah, I'm gonna flip this thing over on top of one of these cups or like Tupperware thingies, and then I'm gonna work the bearing race thing here. And this should actually get the thing to like sit in. There you go. See, nice. Then you wanna take the second screw, once you have 2 screws, you're generally safe, yeah, so I'm gonna have to push this guy in fast. Fuck. Before the bearings fall into like some crazy fucking stick again. So push down and screw in. Yes, no shit. So let's see, now this is fucking stuck, man. Yeah, so they've like moved over to here. Let me go drink first, yeah, because I'm thirsty as heck. This 50 minutes. Fuck this Canon NFD, man. Why Canon? Why? Don't say the what you call this thing? The metal thingy that I put in was upside down. That'd be like saying fuck you to someone that doesn't understand fuck you. I think that's the case, but I hope that's not true, yeah, because that'd be shit, man. I didn't like check if that thing had 2 sides. I only thought that was like a simple cylinder, yeah, so oh fuck, okay, I just went to shit. This thing, fuck man, yeah, I put this thing in the wrong way. It has like a taper, yeah, like the inside bit of this guy. It's supposed to go this way, and I put it in this way. Fucking hell. See, what I said, if you do one thing wrong, you're gonna have to do the whole thing over again. That's just fucked up, man. Let's clean the whole thing up again now with the neodymium magnet. Fucking bearings, man. Asshole. I was like so close to having everything done, then just fuck me. I'm gonna put this thing back in like this, making sure to have the like bearing race side thingy safe, and then let's push this guy into here. Okay. Let's push this guy into here so it doesn't like fling around and fuck my bearings up. Then now let's put the bearings back into some cup and use this thing as like a catch can. So let's suck them up with this magnet. Okay. I did not get paid to sit and look at what is this, man? Okay, my hands hurt, man. Fuck. And I have like an ISCO, which is on the waiting list because of this lens. So fuck the designers of FD, man. FD is not supposed to be on the market. It's supposed to be on someone's shopping board to never see live day. Let's use this suck method, man. What if I sprinkled in my hand? Suck and sprinkle. This can actually work on this suck and sprinkle method, but it's not that tidy. Something fell on my chair. I'm pretty sure it's not a bearing, but it's something. So let's see. Oh. It's like a piece of blue plastic, probably got from one of these guys. So that's fine. Go. I mean, like, you're actually at least lucky that they didn't design the inside bearing to like also have to like go through this process, yeah. If not, then you'll have to like do the inside, then fuck around with the outside, which is like double the fuckiness and double the time to redo it if you do it wrong. Like, I mean, imagine, like, who the fuck would design this, man? This would not be me in a billion years, no way. In a billion years, you can probably design something that doesn't need bearings. Like, at least use oil or something like that. I'm not use this fucking outdated bullshit technology. It's not even outdated, man. Bearings are good, but they have a place in society and technology, and it's not lenses. Bearings and lenses are like eating shit, man. Like, you can do it, but it's not where you're supposed to do it, yeah. So you're not supposed to put shit in your mouth, and you're not supposed to put bearings in a lens. This is more like being an NFD rant, man, than like a 50mm 1.4 CLA. Look at me, man. I'm playing with bearings, not a CLA in a lens. This is all levels of fucked up. And the thing is, you also can't play music while you're surfacing lenses, yeah, because if you do play music, you can't hear anything that happens on a lens. So sometimes there's like one screw that'll like fuck around and like fall off the table or something like that, and you can't hear it. Sometimes you can hear the screw when you don't have music on, yeah, and then you can like sort of trace where it went. And if you're listening to music, you can't. That's why I'm not gonna listen to music while I'm fixing lenses. But that means that you're probably quite lonely, yeah, while you're like fixing these hunks of metal and glass. Look at this, man. At least this is like faster than just now. Just now I like did it 1 by 1, and now I'm doing it like 10 by 10 or something like that. So for last ones, I'm gonna suck you and chop you. My mouth is dry as shit, man, because I have a fan in the background. And the fan's blowing AC air, because the fan power supply is outside and I can't bother going out there, so I'm trying to let it blow me to dryness. Okay, this thing is pretty much done, yeah? And so let's put this thing on, hopefully for the last time. So let us see. Make sure this goes into here. Then let's make sure this goes into this right here, yeah? Fuck, come on, go in, go in, go in, yes, 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 this is no shit, man. Let me get my screwdriver. Come on, don't fail me, screwdriver. Suck this screw up. I'll help you clamp the screw down, and Yes, one. Now let's take the second one. Hope two. I think my PC is still on. Yeah, it's still on. It's like on sleep. I thought this thing was on, man, because I sort of heard like a humming noise. Then this is the third one. Okay, now let's tighten these guys up first, yeah? Okay, once they're all tight, you want to push this guy into here. Fucking there, man, come on. Okay, next you want to hook this guy up into this, like, post essentially. There you go. Now, it works. Yes. Okay. Fuck, that's hard. Okay. Next you wanna push this guy into here, and then screw it in with these screws. I think these screws. Yeah, they should be these screws. So, yeah, these are the ones with WD-40. Yeah, so you wanna use those. Then you wanna find a way to like. You wanna be able to understand, yeah. This I think hooks into this guy. But I'm not that sure if it does. Let's see if this goes into this. Will this go into this? I think this thing should hook into this thing, like this fat one. So, cause actually it goes out like that. So let's see. Let's push this into here. Where's the small? Okay, so this, and then push this, and you should be okay. So this is supposed to be how it goes in, and now let's push this thing into here. Yeah? Okay, seems good enough. Let me try and lock this guy down with some screws. These things are stubborn as fuck, man. So you do not wanna play with these little things. Fucking hell. I'm not doing an FD anytime soon. All of these shit screws. Now you want to blow this guy, and then you want to push the aperture in there. So push this thing over there. Then somehow this thing is not where I think it should be, but I think you can probably do it like this. So you can like push this here, and then push this here, and then you can like turn it over here. That sticks, see? It doesn't like allow you to turn, so that's quite odd. I'm not sure why it does that, yeah, so what happens when you turn this thing? This might have something to do with that lever on the side that I saw just now. Let's see. I'm not gonna give up now because I've already got this far, man. Fuck, man, this screw. Ugh, such a bullshit screw. JIS. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this has something to do with this, but I'm not sure what. Cause this thing makes it sound like that tapping sound when you like flip it over here. So, these are for the nothing. I mean, this like is a simple ring, yeah. So I'm not sure what can go wrong here, but see this. Let's try putting this guy in there. So let's see what can actually go wrong. Things that I honestly do think that this thing should like be over here, man. And that this should be over here, but it just doesn't work, man. So let's see, this can go here, yeah. See, like I don't get how this works, man. This thing is... And I don't even understand what the heck this thing does. Let's see, something that turns how far? To cm. This guy will go. To cm. So this guy should go into this outer ring. And this should somehow go into this, which is something I do not understand. Well, I think this goes into this. I'm not sure if it's actually possible. No, what the heck? So let's see. This goes here, yeah. Okay. Then once you let me cut the camera and let me come back when I've solved this, yeah, because this is complicated shit, man. Okay, so let me just push the aperture in, yeah. It's not in yet, yeah. So it's find a way to push this. Just like that, yeah. Then let's see where I mark the aperture here. Okay. So put it while you actually tighten the screws down, yeah. So let's find these aperture screws. Okay, then you line up these guys. That should be it for the aperture. And let me cut later, yeah, because I'm still charging this guy and it's at like 4%. Okay, you know what? Let me just put the front in and then let me do the back, yeah, because the back is fucked up, but the front's quite easy. So let's go on, yeah. First, this, then blow this guy. Push the front optic in. Then you wanna make sure you find this guy. Make sure the nibble thing is on the top, yeah. This thing goes with the line over here. Then line this. And you do not want to jump the tool, yeah, because if you jump, it's gonna go into optic. And that's not a good thing to have happen. Okay, you want to push the FD lens name ring in. There you go. Nice. Now I'm going to the back after I actually understand how the FD mount works. Hello, so I actually understand now how the heck you can actually put this thing back together, yeah? So let me first clean the optic. Okay, once your optic is clean, it's not very clean, yeah. Let's make it pristine. There you go. Blow on it. Nice. Then what you want to have happen is that you want to have this pin right here, the small one, go into this fork right here, and then you want this large thingy to go on this side of this like niblet right here. So simple as fuck, man. If only I knew this like from just now. So now you have this. What the fuck? Okay, then press this guy in. There you go. Then you push this guy in. Make sure the small niblet thingy is on the small niblet thingy on the mount, yeah? Push it in like this. There you go. Then find the screw hole and screw it in. It's that easy, man. Fuck. And I thought FD was fucking okay, I'm sorry lah for like you FD fanboys out there, yeah? But still, FD is not something you can understand that easily. I took about 2 hours, maybe more than 2 hours actually. I took like it's actually forever yet for me to understand how FD works. And now I actually do understand how it works, but still a bit overcomplicated for me. Like, why the fuck would you want to push this ring, the aperture ring, into this thing, which then controls some fucking contraption that in the end moves the aperture? Like, why? Why? Fuck. There you go. This is now in the lock position. Then you can like push this while you try and push this and this. Wait, fuck. Push this. Then you push this. Ah, come on, open. There you go. Oh. Now you have this FD, which has fog, like haze. Cause, yeah, separation. But not bad lah for something I just learned how to do, which is essentially open up FD lenses. Focusing works smoothly as fuck. See? See? Okay, and aperture. Let's set this at f1.4. Nothing happens. f2. f2 is like not very different from f1.4, man. Okay, so that's like f1.8. Then this is like f2. That's like a half stop. 1.8. I mean f2 this thing, yeah. f2.4, I think. It's between f2 and 2.8. Then this is f2.8. Wait, let's... Oh fuck, man. There you go. So that's 2.8. Then you have somewhere between 2.8 and 4. Then you have f4. Fuck this thing, man. There you go. It's not heavy, but you can often like skip, see? Skip the clicks. Between 4 and 5.6. 5.6. Between 5.6 and 8. f8. Between 8 and 11. 11. Between 11 and 16. 16. Between 16 and 22, and 22 is the last. I mean, this is like one step over 22. See? Everything works nice and smooth. So, fuck, thank you for watching and goodbye. Hopefully you like it. I'm gonna die after this.